lost a cow and a calf. Yep, she's right there. She's in the woods. Norma!
Oh, yeah. Alright, I'll back right up. Yeah.
And he's red. Yo, buddy. Handsome little guy.
Yeah.
He's so cute. Look how dirty you got me. Don't stand up. You'll be okay. You'll see Mom in a few minutes. It's okay, buddy. Good morning, guys, or I guess an official hello, since you guys have been watching for quite a while now. So we are out in the field with the Kubota right now. We're gonna be doing some tethering. We got some dry hay down yesterday, and it was supposed to be yesterday and today were supposed to be beautiful, and then the next day it was supposed to rain. Well, last night I woke up at, well, I guess it wasn't really last night, it was this morning. It was like 2 o'clock. I woke up and I heard it raining. We had already tethered this out. Brent had his brother out here tethering this at like 5 o'clock while we were milking, just to make sure it would be dry enough by tomorrow, hopefully early to mid-morning. And then it rained, so kind of ruined the plans. It didn't rain a lot, so I think it's still gonna be okay. We're gonna change the plans and wrap it instead because we thought that it would be too wet. But I think if we tether it right now, and today is supposed to be nice all day until later tonight, then you can see on that ridge line there we have a storm coming. So as long as we get this by 3 o'clock, which I think is definitely possible because it's still pretty dry, we'll tether it right now. It's 9 o'clock right now, and then we'll tether it again at 3 o'clock, and then we'll bale it at around 4, just before milk time. So yeah, so that's the plan, as long as things don't change, but things have already changed. You just never know with the weather in Maine what's gonna happen. So Brent is out getting sawdust, so that's why we're doing his job right now. He's the one that tethers. I mow, he tethers. But he's gone today, so I get to tether, which is kind of nice because I don't usually get to do that. This shouldn't take us long, I'd say about 40 minutes. This and another field that I mowed yesterday was actually our last, us personally, Brent's land. The last hay fields that we had to do for first crop. We still have a bunch of people that let us do their fields that we have to do theirs for first crop. So we're not done yet, but we got all Brent's land done and we're waiting for the second crop there. Now we're gonna head out to the farther away fields and start doing first crop. There was something I wanted to tell you guys and I completely forgot. Don't you hate that? Hang on, it'll come to me. I don't know if this is what I wanted to tell you, but once we get done tethering, I'm gonna go over and rake another field. So we really do have to get at it or else we'll be late. By the time Brent comes back, we won't be done yet. And he'll be like, what have we been doing this whole time? So I still haven't bent that out. So if you're wondering what that noise is, it's just the tractor's muffler guard bumping up against it. It's very annoying and I need to bend it out with a screwdriver or something so it stops doing that. I know what I wanted to say. I was gonna say if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in central Maine. I just make videos all about that. It's me and my boss Brent. We milk 70 cows. It's mostly just us. His brother helps with field work every once in a while or fills in whenever we need him to. But other than that, it's just us two. So we're very, very busy. But we'd love to take you guys along with us for our days. So if you enjoy those kind of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because that really does help us out. And we would love to have you guys join us. The more the merrier. So let's get going. We've got to fold the tether down. This handle right here. Now if you do it a little bit farther, it'll tip ahead a little bit. Probably can't see it in the video, but it tips ahead just a little bit to get the grass better. So we're gonna be doing this in first. So first with the button on, that makes it go just a little bit slower. And we're gonna be revving it up to about 2 bars before 2,000 RPMs, which I'm gonna have to do with my foot because we still don't have the hand throttle fixed. It's been probably 2 weeks, I would say. Brent called them yesterday because they hadn't called us yet and asked if it was in, and they said yes. So I don't know how long it's been in, but so apparently when we told them 3 times to call us if it came in, that didn't mean anything to them, and it's probably been there for a week. So that's a little frustrating, but we're gonna go pick that up sometime. It's kind of a direction we never really go, so it'll be a while before we get over there. PTO on. With ease. Hole right here. I stopped filming and I just set it down right in the window. The window's not usually open, so it just kind of sat in there, and I thought, well, it won't fall out of there. Well, then I hit a really rough patch of mud and the tractor started bouncing like crazy. I didn't really even think about it, and then I looked over a while later and the camera was gone. I started freaking out, and then I looked up and I had apparently moved it and set it on here so it was clipped to that. It was a moment of panic for sure because this is my new camera. I wouldn't feel so bad if I lost the other one, but whew, I'm glad I moved it. I just wish I didn't have such short-term memory. Making me nervous. dry deer rake. We're gonna take that up to the other field and start raking. Clouded in a lot earlier than you said it was going to. This is the field. It's kind of like, excuse me, it's kind of like a little inlet off this other hay field. They hauled wood into it quite a few years ago and made an awful mess. There's skitter ruts and it's just terrible. So we hadn't mowed it for a really long time. A couple years ago we started doing it again, just kind of bringing the grass back around. It's still very, very rough, so this is going to be a rough ride. We are going to be doing bailage with this because it's got some weeds in it and the cows just would not eat that as dry hay. So it's in the rows that we mowed it in. I'm just going to rake it up and then we'll bale it and Brent will wrap it. But we've got to engage that. I don't usually use this rake, so we'll see how this goes. How you engage this one is you just turn it like that. And then you go. I think we're gonna go in first, put the button on. We'll try that out first. was so rough, I probably won't film much more of this because it's kind of hard to do, but I did want to show you guys when you're going back and kicking it in, usually what you want to do is keep that big spindle there that turns the bars right up against that pile, just so it makes a good tight windrow, so your baler doesn't have any problems picking it up. It's not too wide of a windrow for your pickup heads, so it would look something like this, or it should. I think I bounced my brain around too much. That is a terrible, terrible field. But I tell you what, not many things look better than a freshly raked field. Very satisfying. So we're gonna take this back down. We're gonna go pick up the baler. I don't think Brent's back yet, which is slightly concerning. Also, the wind came up, so it better not blow my windrows around. So the plans have kind of changed. I think it's blowing in a storm, so we're gonna go rake up that dry hay, whether it's ready or not. I think it is. But we're gonna go rake that up, so we're gonna unhook this and hook up to the John Deere. So Brent's gonna hook this one up to his truck. Look how bald that tire is. What?
Drive right off it.
Drive off the jack?
Go ahead. Oh.
It's the only way you can get that annoying thing off there.
Okay.
Did you see the tire on yours? The dolly wheel?
Huh?
The dolly wheel on your rake.
Oh.
How bald it is?
Just bald. You see the air through it.
So the weatherman was wrong again. It's already started raining. We've got the whole crew out here, but I still don't know if we're gonna make it. We just ran out of net wrap on this, so we're gonna have to switch one over. It's quite a day. All right, so first thing you do is crank this all the way back. I already took out the cardboard cartridge that was on the last one. I've showed this before, but figured some of you guys might be interested in it. So you crank that out until it stops cranking. You have to open that side door. Crank it back until it stops turning. You're gonna push this bar back and hold it in with this pin here, which always flips around the wrong direction somehow. Don't ask me how. Okay, so you're gonna push that back. That, put the pin in, hold it up. You're also gonna wanna chain back your cutter bar, which is just attaching that ring to that pin, just so it can't come down and, you know, cut your arm off. So make sure it's coming off the back. Which it is. Okay, so then you're just gonna lift it up. Make sure it's centered, first of all, up all the way up against that back thing right there. And then just lift it up and plop it on. Like that. Now you're just gonna crank that bar until it's all the way tight. It's not quite on there, so. There we go. Make sure it's pushing it back up onto the other one. Yep. Correct? Tight. And then you're gonna go back a half turn. You're gonna take this I'm gonna take that out first of all. That don't need to be in there. I'm gonna take this, which is the end, and it's got this little diagram here. So this is the roll of net wrap, comes off the back, goes over the top of the first bar, around the front of the second one, and then down in. So back of the first bar, you can tell by how they're worn too. Top of the front one, over this foam roller, and then down into the baler. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your hands and turn those rubber rollers so it just starts pulling that in like this. Just gonna shove it down in there a little bit. Let this bar go. Take off your pin here. Should be good to go. We finally finished. We made it, beat the rain. Now it doesn't even look like it's gonna rain at all, but it was raining pretty hard for a while there. Got it all done. I think there's 40 something bales here, so not bad. Quite a few to take care of, but at least now if it does rain tonight, we won't get them taken care of today because it's almost 2 o'clock right now. So, but at least if it does rain, that net wrap will keep a lot of it out. That's actually pretty repellent. So yeah, got it done. Now I need to head over and bale the other field that we're gonna do for baleage. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy taking you along. Don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe, of course, if you're not already subscribed. You know the drill. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.